McCutcheon, and today I'm here with Mrs. Kiser. Miss Kiser, what is your role here at Musselman High?
Hi, Layla. My role at Musselman is the athletic trainer.
Miss Kiser, what made you get into athletic training?
That's a great question. I took the athletic training class here at Musselman High School back in 2014 and didn't really know what to expect, just took it as an elective course and was thrown into it on my schedule and just fell in love with it. Learned about the body and different injuries, how to rehab and heal those injuries, and all kinds of stuff. And here I am.
Was there another career that interested you before you did athletic training?
Yes. Before I learned about athletic training, I really enjoyed chemistry, and so I thought I wanted to be a chemist and help with creating vaccinations and different pharmaceutical drugs. I'm glad I found athletic training, though. It's a lot more fun. I have a lot more fun at my job now.
Well, that's good. What college did you go to for athletic training, and what type of classes did you have to take?
I went to West Virginia Wesleyan College for undergrad. Got my Bachelor's of Science in Athletic Training in 2019. I had to take courses like human anatomy and physiology, biology, chemistry, kinesiology, psychology of injury, nutrition, and a whole host of other things, but that's just to name a few.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of science classes. There were some that were hands-on. There was like emergency care of the athlete, where we practiced splinting and spine boarding, advanced airways. Of course, we had like taping and bracing classes where we learned about how to tape an ankle, different parts of the body, put on like ankle braces, knee braces, slings, things like that.
Okay. Now, as our football season is coming to an end, how do you prepare for Friday night?
Friday night football, there's a lot that goes on. A lot of that prep starts Thursday evening and even earlier in the week. My students and I arrive at the football field right after school, have a quick dinner, and then immediately you have to start getting the field ready. There's a big checklist of everything that needs to happen. We need to make sure that we have all of the emergency equipment available and packed, organized neatly, that it all works. Nothing is like broken randomly over the week if we needed to use it during practices or other games. We have to get waters together and injury ice together. And then of course we need to work with our athletes as well who are about to play. So that is everything from getting them taped up, checking on any new injuries, doing treatments or rehab if they're not able to play that night to get them better for next week. And then as the kickoff time gets closer, as we get closer to kickoff time, my role becomes introducing myself to the EMS crew on site, talking with the refs so they know that I'm there, and also talking with the visiting athletic trainer to make sure that they have everything ready to go that they need, if there's anything that I can provide for them to make their lives easier. And that communication happens even earlier in the week as well. There are a lot of moving parts and pieces from my aspect just in order to get everybody on the field on Friday night.
So you mentioned having students on the sideline with you, and do you say that makes your job easier throughout the week, like with practices and game days?
Layla, my students are great. They are called athletic training student aides, and their role is to assist me or aid me in day-to-day tasks. And they're also an extra set of eyes and ears during practices and games. So they help with waters. We teach them how to properly do the steps for first aid care, how to tape ankles and wrists for things, different types of stretches that they can do, that they can show the athletes, help with sign-ins and treatment logs and things like that, all kinds of day-to-day tasks. I would say for the most part, they definitely make my life easier. There are some times where I would say my job is a little bit, there's that added responsibility there to have those students and keep track of them and make sure they're doing their job correctly, but they're there to learn and to serve others, which I think is really noble of them, and I'm really proud of them this year.
Nice. And when you're on the sidelines, what is your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing on the sideline is when I get to just sit back and I don't have to do my job. I get to watch the Applemen play no matter what the sport is, and I'll get into it too. I'll jump up and down. I'll run along the sideline with them if there's a big play or there's a touchdown. I love cheering them on and giving them high fives when they're coming off the sideline. And I love hearing Harry Burker say, "Taken down by a bushel of Applemen." What a great tradition. Great traditions on Friday night. It's a great atmosphere. There's nothing like Friday Night Lights. It's wonderful. Just a great team to be a part of this year. Happy to be there.
Nice. Thank you. I enjoyed this. This was really nice.
This was great, Layla. This was really nice to meet you and get to sit down and talk with you today.
You too.
Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.